А как это называется?
What it's called? What do you call this thing?
What's it called? Well, it's just a bow saw really, but it's an old-fashioned kind of bow. I mean, what we call a bow saw now is the woodland stuff, but that was what it used to be called a bow saw. And for cutting timber, but cutting curves and shapes. You know.
You can change your angle.
Yeah, you can cut round. You know, that kind of
Можно
thing.
поменять, разные формы выпилить, ну в смысле не по прямой,
And that tightens it, that pulls it together. It pulls the top together, and so the bottom pulls out, and that tightens it. And then you can change the angle of the blade to cut round in a circle, you know, like that.
А когда вы сделали это?
How long ago did you make it?
Oh, not long. About a year, maybe a year. I don't know.
А это же инструмент такой профессиональный, он продается в магазине. Почему вы сами сделали, а не купили?
Could you buy it in the shop, something similar?
No, probably not. No.
Такого ничего не...
Maybe in some very special, expensive shop, maybe. But in the normal shop, no.
В обыкновенных инструментальных магазинах не купишь.
Because today people use machines. They use, you know.
В сегодняшние дни люди используют электрические.
Even me. But there are some jobs where you need that. There are some jobs where the machine isn't good enough.
Такими инструментами современными невозможно работать.
А скажите, а вот эту скамейку, бенч этот или что это?
Yeah.
Это кто сделал?
Did you make that bench there?
I didn't, but another man, a friend of mine did. Yeah. But we do with the courses. We do rustic furniture. Is one of the courses, which is to make very simple benches like that. Yeah. But I mean that's ever so simple. You know, the things we do are much better than that. They're much finer than that. That was just quick, very quick, because we needed it, you know. Yeah. Chairs, I will sell those, you know, and I'll get good money for those. I'll get a lot of money. I'll get much more money for those than if you buy something made in a factory, you know. That anything made by hand, you get much more money for it, you know.
Он говорит, что если бы он делал для себя, он бы делал только для того, чтобы на нем, например, сидеть. А если бы он делал для кого-то другого, то он бы делал так, чтобы на него было еще и смотреть приятно. В таком плане.
А разве вам неприятно смотреть как бы, на то, что вы делаете как бы, для себя?
Is it not nice to make something for yourself and look nice?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. And in the house, I've made my whole house myself. But you can only have so many tables. You know, how many tables can you have? You know, or how many chairs? Only so many. And I like making them. So, you know, I would have so many tables in the house that there wouldn't be any room to move. So I sell the other one. You know.
То есть сколько можно стульев и столов для себя делать, то есть это просто невозможно все это.
I made a big one recently for somebody. People come to me, you know, they come and maybe they see something in somebody else's house and they say, you know, I like that, who made it? And they say, so then they come to me and then, will you make me one, you know? And I made this big table, big, beautiful table. And when they saw it, it was much more beautiful than they thought it was going to be. Yeah, no, really, you know.
И когда он последний делал очень большой стол, мы заказали, и когда он его сделал, он тогда понял, что он его сделал гораздо лучше, чем он даже надеялся.
And that's how I make my money anyway. That's one of other things.
Зарабатывать деньги, чтобы прожить.
Понятно.
You know, and get a round shape. And And then that was what she was doing. And then when you want to make it more round, you use that one, you know. And then you can round up the corners. You know.
Разные инструменты, которые делают одну и ту же работу, просто с разным как бы качеством.
Why is this then? And
Ну это его инструменты,
And
это
the
он делал или это покупал?
Oh, that wasn't
эти
mine. It was
покупные,
made out of
да. Это
brushes.
просто начался.
Again, long ago, there used to be guys that would live in the woods making furniture, making all kinds of, just from the trees and the sticks around. And they would camp in the forest and they would make their own tools while they were there, out of the wood that was there. Maybe live there for 1 month or 2 months, whatever, and sell the things that they were making in the farms. And then they'd travel on, move on to miles away into another forest, and then they'd make all the stuff again, and they'd just make what they needed from the woods. And this is the very, this isn't a very good one. It's, it's a bit old, but it's a very simple device. And you would normally have a triangular piece of wood, a wedge, big wedge piece. There was a piece here, but it's disappeared.
Треугольный кусок дерева.
And what you do, you put that under, and you then.
Ребят, не пойму, что это такое есть.
You sit on it like that, and you put your piece of timber in, and you hold it like that, and that holds it, and then you use the draw knife for shaving, for shaving the thing, the shape down,
It's basically like a holder, a presser holder.
Yeah. And but we have a guy that teaches, that shows actually how to make a really good one. And this is a very rough, not very good, and it's old, But that's one of the courses that we do, And the other thing on the same level is
Подожди. А как он называет эту конструкцию?
What it's called?
It's called a shave horse. A shave horse.
Это
Shaving is,
лошадь для бритья, короче, для бритья дерева.
А это он придумал или это традиционная такая конструкция?
Это старые откуда-то люди, которые жили в лесах, они это делали, такого типа, то есть инструменты.
А это он сделал?
Did you make it yourself?
I didn't make that one, no, somebody else made it. But again, lots of the things here, we have maybe 10, 15 people, all who have special skills, and they would come and they would bring their own things that they had made, and then teach a group, maybe 5, 6 people, who would then come and learn how to make that, and then there'd be somebody else doing something else there.
То есть много разных людей, которые приезжают и делают то, что может или умеет. Это кто-то тоже приехал, сделал, оставил.
Так он сделал?
Нет, это не он, это кто-то другой сделал.
Понятно.
It's quite finished. It's not finished, but it's near.
So